Okay, good afternoon, August 24th. Quick master class. My mic okay? Cool. So the goal is GBTC, BTCS, BTC, USD, BITCF, and BTSC all modeled before the end of the month. And it's the 24th, so we're in good shape because GBTC read is doing tonight. BTCS, we're going to start right now. BTC USD read, of course, has a significant model being built out on. BITCF read has supplied, and BTSC I've started. So the idea was to get all the basics of them done this week, with the exception of BTC USD, of course. So really, we're working with 4. BTC USD is going to be launched on the 1st of September. So the other quick announcement is that I'm going to get these videos out tonight, all the ones that we've been doing lately that I haven't got out. So people stop being mad at me. Okay, so Monkey has woke up. Perfect timing. Really quick, I'm watching the S&P too, so I got that alarmed. ARWR, and there's my BZUN I was watching for end of day. And ARWR looks like it might get going. Wow, we might not get masterclass done. But you know what? With the amount that we have to do, it's not so bad. It's not really a big deal. That PI, fantastic play. It's just, it's too far in now for me to go after it. We might end up just trading here. We'll see. ARWR is going to get going for sure. S&P looks like it might get going here. Oil kind of stalled. It's closing in 2 minutes. But it did get that jump off the lower quad wall. Yes, oil stalled. BTSC is not moving yet. BTCS. So we're looking at possible plays in the S&P or WR and BZUN here. BZUN on the 5. It's coming along. Just want to see the daily here quick. Yeah, here it comes. Yeah. I could be wrong on this one. You know what? I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm going to focus on, look at that. Ooh, did you see that pop right to that quad? Nice. Nice. That was nice. 230. S&P should get going. So I just bounce back and forth. We'll just do a class like that. Why not? So oil just got jiggy too, but it's closing right now. So that's what you expect. So it might just slowly grind up now through that quad. So ARWR, let's just take a quick look here. Oh, I don't have my indicators on it. That's okay. I get that 269, 268, 269. S&P should get happy here. Well, there was some that worked today. I just didn't pick the right one. Well, we still got an hour and a half left too. So oil might grind up here. Okay, so a basic model starts with your diagonal fibs. So that's basically generation one. Now, the completion of generation one is taking a model and back testing at 60 months. The only problem is with these ones that we're doing, we can't do that, and I don't need to do that anyway, because these are not models I'm building, building completely out like I would build our subscription-based models, right? So I'm not fully invested in these. The purpose is just to show you how to do it. So the previous videos show you how to get your initial diagonal quads in. And so what you've got so far is you got horizontal support and resistance of fibs. You got your diagonal fibs trend lines. So those are based on Fibonacci. And the previous videos show you how to get those in. And then once you've got those in, then you now have what we call quadrants. And then you've also got whether or not the model actually, the trade actually responds to the model. And I've explained how to check for that. And that's where you want to go back 60 months. And then on this particular one, BTSC, I have homework that I've gone through, but I haven't gone through enough to bring it forward publicly on the 30-minute. So some folks sent that to me. So that's basically how generation one works. The grays end up being, so the mid quadrants end up being your primary support and resistance. So here's one that Reed did on the fly. I did one yesterday on the fly in the AMD, and I believe that ends up becoming part of Masterclass series. So this is Masterclass series 14. Yesterday's Masterclass series 13. So Reed did this one on the fly earlier. So I won't go into, I won't regurgitate all the different things that will be in the other videos anyway. We're just going to jump right into modeling BTCS. So the models that we want to have done before the end of this series at the end of the month are GBTC, BTCS, BITCF, and BTSC. Those four for sure. Between those four, Reed has a couple covered and I have a couple covered. Pardon me. And then if anybody can do any homework on them and build out other time frames on them to see if they work, that'd be great. And then next week, before the end of the month, the idea is to go into the other indicators, things like channels and targets and stuff like that. And whether we get into the actual black box component, so the generation 4 and 5 of these models, I don't think we will. We might, but at very least, we're gonna get the models built out. So at this point in generation 1, it's really what it is it's Fibonacci, on steroids. This is how Fibonacci works and how it looks on a basic model. And it becomes an awesome indicator when you know how to use them and how your equity actually responds to them. So here's BTCS. This doesn't have any history, which really makes it difficult. Being that the other models that we are doing so far on Bitcoin related are 60, 30, and 15 models, I'm going to, pardon me, good thing this is just the dry run series, hey? And by the way, we're doing them live in person in future, every quarter, just in case you never heard. First one's on the North Shore of Dominican, Kite Beach. Then we're doing Panama, and what's the other one? Where the cartel's from. Anyway, as soon as my brain starts working again, I'll remember Colombia. Colombia's second. Colombia's supposed to be beautiful. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the 15 on this one because there's not much chart history. So I'm going to bring it down to 15. And I'm going to get rid of the other indicators. Actually, why don't I just get it right off the screen? VWAP, bye-bye. So here's a 15-minute chart. So unfortunately, we've only got one run-up in it. We've got a flat line prior to that. And we have a previous small run-up that I guess I could maybe work with. Hey, look at that. ARWR is running. What do I read's not on my sound system in my ears? Oh, there he is. Thanks, Reed. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. This is dry run on the master class, so it doesn't have to be formal. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about adding. But, you know. Yeah, well, there's a minute 45 left on the candle, 5-minute candle. See if you get pressure or not. Back D's crossing, squeeze momentum's turning green. Actually, squeeze momentum down here just turned red. Just so you know. A little bit of red there. Oh, is it? Oh, look at that. Yeah, I stand corrected. Oh, oh yeah, and I'm like using cheapo Acers. I got four Acers and two nice newer ones, but nice. The problem I've got though is I got to carry all this, right? It's all fit in one briefcase. Doesn't mean I couldn't have good computers. Somebody I know was yelling at me about that. That's in charge of technology. How much did it cost, Reed? $1,300 for a gaming computer. Nice. It's HP. So why is this trading like this? It's just not doing anything, eh? might get some buys coming in here. You know what? Sartaj is going to be the one for that, and I have him getting mine set up. So when I set mine up, there's your sell there. Reed, I don't know if you want to sell or not, but yeah, that'd be a good thing to record at the very least when Sartaj gets mine set up. The problem right now is I'm trying to decide on 2 briefcases or not. In each briefcase I can fit 6 computers. Well, it depends on the type of computer, I guess, but oh, good Lord. Yeah. Hey. Today wasn't an easy day. You weren't on the right side of the right, like the market just didn't move. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wow, the way this trades is crazy. What is this anyway? Bio. Like, how does that happen? Do we know where resistance is on this other than the model? Can't remember if I actually looked at the daily. Oh, right. Yeah, I gotta look at the daily on it really quick. Oil just got going. Oil's going. AW. ARWR. Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything, but I seen it starting to sell off there and I thought, ah. No. Actually, if you don't lose, that's a celebration. Because it means, when it isn't flat, you're winning, right? Flat's fine. Flat's a celebration. Oh, I need my so the one thing I'm challenged with on TradingView is when I have I want to go back to my standard indicators, like like I'm opening a chart. Like I want the other 8, this one, right? Like these indicators, or like the conventionals instead of the model. And I want to be able to have both. TradingView. Right. Yeah, makes sense. So it's up 20% on the day. It just trades so aggressive, eh? Like when it goes. weird, actually. Considering, I mean, 3.77 million shares. It does basically nothing. Like, it trades like a Bitcoin related stock. Really? That 20 is about to go through that 200 too. Way better. Oil's doing fine. Well, really, we really don't even have to model, like I don't think I have to model the first gen on this one live anyway. You guys know how to do it, but let me start it right now, and if we get another trade, we get another, I'll set the alarm on this thing. I'd kind of like to hit this one pretty hard. This ARWR. I'll just alarm it. That was an interesting spike. How many shares, Reed, did they buy on that? Okay, I'm going to work on this while we wait for an alarm here. Really? What did you model this one on? 15? 5. It's pretty interesting, eh? The markets, the average trader, they'll use the horizontal fibs, but the diagonal fibs, they don't even use them. Most guys. You hardly ever see people. It's interesting, eh? Yeah, that's where it all starts. Once you got the diagonals in play, and the horizontals, and you've got that basic model, then you just start building in it. Depends on what you're building, right? Like with oil, it's related around the reports, or depends on the scenario. But so I apologize. I can't take my eyes off this one. I want to hit it really hard. I see it as an opportunity for that small account. So oil's doing its grind up. What's it doing now? It's definitely not smooth, is it? See, that inverse, that lower inverse is at 330 today, right? Is that what you're getting? So I'm thinking if it gets in here, and then up over here, up over 272, it could go. It would literally chase the top of the next quad, which would come in at, well, 283 is the mid, but I mean up here at the top, the $3. And that's resistance, I think, on the conventional chart, around $3. But I hate how it's not smooth. Oil, I mean, look at that. Smooth operator. Well, most of the time. Where did my oil chart go? So much for masterclass. I blew it again. But you know what? Learning how to trade these models is important too. The decision, right? When trades doing various things, what you're watching for. Because I've had traders look at the Epic chart and they're just like real experienced traders, and they're completely lost until I explain it to them, and then they're like, yeah, couldn't trade oil without it now. Yeah, once you see them work, you can't trade without them. And when you do, you're like, so right now my lower quad wall is at 264. My buy is at 259. 258. Gert's in too. That's funny. Over this here? Over 272? That's where I'm going to hit it. Over 272 and over this quad wall. The risk is it could come back into this inverse, right? But or I guess it's, I think it's going to get up in here and it's going to squeeze to the mid. I think it's going to end at 283. Oil's still on its grind. I have to rethink the way I trade Epic. Oil's been so divergent that it's got to be tighter. Two 271. Oil's grinding up too. $3. 30 seconds left on the candle. Yeah, totally. You got a 5-minute candle up or no? Just wondering where we are in the 5-minute. Here comes the switch on the wall. Okay, 4 minutes left. So maybe in the last minute, we get a decision here. So have you learned anything in the room, Reed? Yeah, good. Yeah. Just wait until we get into like real predictable trends. Right now, the whole market is coiling. When you get into real predictable trends, that's where it gets really exciting. That's where accounts get doubled fast. Okay, we should get a confirmation here. So I went a little early, eh? 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and yeah, it's early. So 273 is mine. 2,000. So what's my total deal here? There's 274. High days on deck. 2 minutes left. Wow, oil's still grinding up too. It's almost at a resistance. Well, Spiegel, the nice thing about the private investment pool is they're getting the benefit of those oil trades. Those have been massive wins. Well, not massive, but very consistent. Today was the only day we didn't get one for a long time. Come on, let's do this. Dang it. High day test day. Spiegel, anything to do with the private investment pool, Sartaj is your contact, to be honest with you. I literally just trade it. Like I've never actually, uh, I don't get involved in it because my, uh, what's the right way to put it? It's a private pool, so um, I don't really want to know anything about it. If I don't know anything, I can't say anything. That's the cool part. All I know is it's got a waiting list and he's challenged to get everybody going. And there are people in it, let me tell you. And they do chase me down on a regular basis in person to size me up, look me in the whites of my eyes, and see if I'm coherent. I've had some awesome conversations with them where I'm like, you understand what's going on, right? You know, like those kind of conversations. How's your wife feel about this? 271. Oh, I hope it doesn't grind down into that lower inverse. Mind you, what time is that at? 329. Would kind of make sense. 329 up here. 350, so 4 o'clock is right here. That would suck. And then the problem is you get into the lower apex and you don't know if it's just going to fall right there. I might just get out. This thing's pissing me off. How's our 5 minute? So I got 2 minutes on the 5 left. Let's see how our 5s look here. I know the daily looks great. That's a nice thing when you trade stocks where your daily looks great. You're in the setup. It's a lot easier to be patient. If your sizing's right. So it's gonna rode that 20 all the way. Kinda. Yeah, I could see some pain there. 264 or so, could see quite easily. But it's end of day here, so it might run. Because it's done that pretty consistently all day. Ran up, back down to the 20, ran up, back down to the 20. When we first started our trading business, we told, Sartaj was like, we're gonna need the investment pool. And I was like, we're not gonna, retail's gonna love what we have to offer. Sartaj was so right. Retail, I have to like try and convince them, in the investment pool, it's like line up. Oil's up over that resistance. What a great trade. Good thing I trust my own algorithm. I didn't even get in on that. 269, shit. Yeah, she's gonna come back. 264. Dang it. What's 268 might bounce. This is really complicated, like the way it trades though, eh? S&P looks sick. And not good sick like you guys talk. When I was a kid, we were up and you guys are down. I'm down. What do you mean you're down? You're downy? You're down? What are you talking about? You're down. What's that? We used to be up for it. Exactly. They might buy it up here. If they buy it up here, I'm going to hit hard. Anywhere over that 268. Comes back farther than that 268, I don't know what I'll do. Oh, you're in right now, Reed? Oh. $273. Gert has a stop at 266. 266 might be tight, but it's so hard to tell with this one. No. 265, it might bounce top of that candle. Damn it. I thought it was going to go on a run there over high a day. Oil's at resistance again. It didn't get up over, but it sure ran nice. Grinded all the way up. 268. Is that PI still running? Do you guys know? Maybe you looked. Can't remember why I alerted that one. No, it's 11%. Grindy markets, very grindy. Certain markets, bears went in, certain markets, fundamental guys went in, certain markets, technical guys went in. In trendy markets, I lose all fear. Totally trust the technicals and just hammer down. Oh yeah. Yeah. But you know what? It always comes back. There's always something, right? And like every year, there seems to be 1 to 4 times where you can hammer right down over and over again, right? In the technicals, like multiple times a day, like in Brexit. That was just incredible. Well, it looks like oil's going to get up over that resistance without much of a problem. Thanks. Makes sense. Oh yeah, for sure it does. Well, I love the chart set up on ARWR, so it makes it tough to cut. Gert the Guru. Well, my small account buy was, I think, 2,500. So we're in it. Nice. $322. Good. This chart is such a nice chart on the daily. You'd think it would go at the end of the day here. That's another nice thing about the daily setup charts, is usually at the end of the day they're strong, right? Not that this isn't strong. I mean, this qualifies as strong. 21%. That's a strong day. You don't see any profit taking here yet. Yet. 7 minutes from now is 3:30. You got to be really careful there. That comes in right at that inverse. The whole thing is survive until, it's all about surviving until, you know, the hunting is like crazy good. That's how it works. As long as you survive. Because eventually it comes. It always comes. And it depends on your style, right? Like different people, like look at Corey right now. He's killing it. Some styles are having a really hard time. Like I've got buddies that are choking hard and they're pros. That's the way you have to, right? When you're newer at it. I mean, even a real experienced trader, that's why I trade small accounts. Keeps me there. Because even though Corey's winning big right now, he has big drawdowns too, right? He has both. So it depends on your comfort level, I guess. I'm going to get my sell order ready, just so you guys know. Up or down? Yeah, look at the stock RSI. Looks good on the 5 here. MACD's pinching. Squeeze momentum's fine. The indicators are fine, but it's radical the way it trades. So a little bit of Russian roulette here. Four minutes. Yeah, Spiegel. That's MGTI's style. It's not an easy one to trade. You got to take your profits when you can. Trades like McAfee's personality. McAfee's 72 years old. I had no idea. He's that old. That's pretty good for 72. Corey is either a guest or a new member, or a member that changed his name, or her. Could be a her. Oh, hi, Corey. I was actually talking Corey, not Corey. We have Corey and Corey. That's awesome. We have a Corey and a Corey. And we have a Scott Spiegel Bob. Yeah, let's get this done. Come on, I want to hit this thing. It's the last minute coming up here. I'd like to change that sell order into a buy order and hit it. Get $3 and call it a day. Awesome, good to hear, Corey. You're a male Corey or a female Corey? Just so we know, it doesn't really matter. It's probably not legal for me to ask, but we do a lot of illegal things in this room. Jokes. It's a joke. JD, yeah. JD's the worst of the bunch. Chuck under his kilt. Okay, here we go. Let's hit this thing. Where's our quad? Oh, nice. Right in the middle. Right in the middle of the inverse apex. Couldn't be better timing. Hit this thing. Come on, don't dump. It's gonna go or not right now. And it's hitting it right at 330. That's the craziest part, eh? JD's like that mom on that show, Sons of Anarchy. No? Oh, such a good show. She's badass. Totally badass. She like almost runs the whole crew. Come on. It's time. It's 3:30. Here we go. I really want to turn this sell order into a buy order. Oh, this is painful, this one. See, you know what they're doing right now? There's two candle tops up here. There's one here and one here. Oh, there's a trend line. It's got to go over the trend line. See? See? Just got over the trend line. Yeah. Get going. Hopefully more of you guys get into this Discord chat with us in future. Way better. Way better. Live alerts, don't have to type. I'm not on the moon. I've been on the moon for what? Almost 12 months? Going on 9 anyway. Okay, you're over there. Your little trend line there. Retail traders, let's do it. Oh, come on. There we go. I should just start. Thanks. What are we trading here? 275? Should I just start hitting it? Still 275? There's one buy. Just keep talking to me. Let me know what it's at. Another buy. Any more? What are you at? Another buy. Come on. There, there we go. There we go. There we go. Hey, Reed, those that came in behind mine, do you see them on the, you see how it works? Exactly. And I'm only working with about 1/100th of what we'll have in about a month. Literally. And you'll just see them come in behind, right? Is it switch? If it loses gears, cut. That's how you handle the switch. It's a good switch. That's a good switch. It's past 3:30 too. There it goes. What are we trading? So I'm going to sell half. Way to go, man. Way to go. Hey, Reed, you just got a preview of what it's going to be like going forward. I don't know if you picked up on what happened there, but yeah. How is it? Yeah, what? Yeah, I got to go. Well, I made a little bit on it, not much. But you know, if you think about it, right, like my small account, 248 bucks is a lot of money on that small account, right? And exactly. And the other thing too is that uh, you know, that 248 bucks for our private investors, that equates to about 24 grand. Well, those Yeah, those buys that came in right after mine, that's just preview. Preview. It anyway, I think you get the idea of what's coming. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to call it a day, unless I don't have anything open, eh? That's it for the day. Yeah, I'm out of oil. I'm out of XIV. Yeah, it's starting to get pressure now. Look at how it hit the mid quad, hey? Perfect. Reed, can you do me a huge favor? And I'm just wondering about this. So I guess all people do, like if they want to come and join us in the discussion, well, look at that, JD's in with us and she didn't say anything. There's only 4 of us in the discussion here. JD didn't say anything though. Oh, well, it'll work way better, for sure. Way better. So, what? Yeah, that's the problem. Like I need more monitors, right? Because all my monitors are just full, right? Gert got out too. Um, yeah, good man. You build it one step at a time. So anyway, anybody that's watching this video after or in the room right now, you just go to our Discord channel. You click, so go to my Melanopoly, click on here on Discord, and then you'll end in here and go into the uh, voice channel, day traders, voice channel, day traders, and future. I think I explained that properly. I don't think so.